Hey everybody, I'm down in my big garden. I haven't shown it to you yet. I've been weeding. The dogs are in here with me. And right now I'm just sitting down and taking a little rest. Some of the stuff's doing pretty good. Others is not doing so great. The tomatoes just started popping last week. And they're doing pretty good, but I'm thinking I probably am not going to have any tomatoes until at least the end of July, which is fine with me because I have a lot of other stuff going on anyway. This right here is a huge clump of catnip that I told my husband to leave. I'm going to harvest it and save some seed. So let's see what we got going on. That was supposed to be my Alibaba watermelons. As soon as I planted them out here, they just shriveled up and died. This here is Valencia melons. It's a cantaloupe type, and they are known for long storage, which I'm going to be doing a test on that. This is my delicata squash. I planted 4, only 2 made it, but they're doing really well. Down here, these are old Greek melons. It's also similar to a cantaloupe. They get real long and they also are long keepers. This here is my one little moon and stars. I don't think we're going to be getting any melons, but it'll be interesting to watch it grow. And as you can see, there's some weeds mixed in here. Let's go over here. These are my peas. These are snow peas. And they're still producing, so I'll just leave them. I've gotten about 3 pounds off of them so far. If I can get another 2 pounds, I'll be happy. It's probably only about 6 feet worth, so that's not too bad. This is a black icicle tomato. I think there's 4 of those that a friend gave me. There's a bigger tomato. I can't see the tag because it fell over. That there is an accident. I was weeding the peas and I pulled that up. This is some sorrel at the end of the peas that I'm going to be taking in the house with me. This tomato looks pretty good. It is a Homestead tomato, which is supposed to be real good. There's another Homestead tomato. This one, this is looking pretty good. We had to really tie these up because we waited too long. This is a beefsteak. We waited too long to tie them up and they started falling over and spreading out like they do. And this one here is, let's see. Oh, I don't see the tag. Oh, there it is down there. That's another beefsteak. And this here is an opalka. You can't tell, but it's about 4 feet tall and about 3 feet wide. This is another opalka here. It's, whoops, it's also 4 feet tall. And this one here is a Cherokee purple. It's my first time trying them. Then if we swing around this way, this is my potatoes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of potatoes. Here they kind of are a little sparse. I don't know why, but this row is about 50 feet long, so I have 250 feet of potatoes here. The ones on this end already blossomed. Let me see if I can see what they are. These are Red New Orleans. This row is Red New Orleans. This row here is Kennebec. They have also already blossomed. And then these here, these are red potatoes, not Red New Orleans. They're another red potato, and I can't remember what they are. I just put red on the tag. So these 2 rows are red, this row and this row, and they are now blossoming. Then we have the corn, and we have 6 rows of it. It's early corn. It's supposed to be a 63-day corn. I believe we planted it the first week of May. So we're just about at the 60-day mark. If you can see in there, it's making ears of corn. The disappointing part about this corn is that I'm only seeing one ear of corn on each stalk, and usually you get two. So if this is the case with this particular variety, which I'll have to look up and I'll let you know what it is, I don't think I'll be growing it anymore, because this is a lot of garden real estate if we're only going to get one ear of corn. So we'll go down here, and this is the 95-day corn that we planted, and it's doing pretty good. It's starting to tassel, so this should probably start to make silk and ears of corn maybe next week. There's a lot of weeds in here in the corn, and I had started to weed it last week, and then it was so hard to get in between the ears of corn without doing any damage. I decided just to let the weeds go. That's what the farmers do. It's not that bad. The corn's still doing real good. But also in these weeds, there's a lot of weeds that I use for different things. Over in the potatoes, there's a lot of goosefoot. And over here in this, I don't know if you can see down there, there's, let me get out of the light. There's cleavers. There's some goosefoot, smaller. And over there is some purslane, which I use for a lot of things. So when we harvest this corn, I'll be harvesting all these so-called weeds, which are actually food, and I'll be doing something with all that. This corn right here is eye level for me. I'm 5 foot tall, so this corn, the early corn, is about 6 to 6.5 feet tall, and this corn, this is eye level for me. So some of this corn is 4 feet tall, a little bit better, and some of it is only 3 feet. This is the corn that the birds came and pulled out, so I had to replant a lot of it, but that's okay. It's fine with me. Looks pretty good. So I just wanted to share my big garden with you, and my garden is not perfect. A lot of people have perfect gardens. So this is just, I don't know, might be average garden, might be less than average, I'm really not sure, but we always get a good amount of food out of our gardens. And when the peas come out, I'll probably put a row of something else in there, maybe some chard, I'm not really sure. The row, where the Alibaba watermelon didn't come up, I'm gonna probably throw some zucchini seed in there. And then down here, when these potatoes come out, I'm gonna put probably 3 rows of beans, maybe 4 rows of string beans in, and maybe a row or 2 of something else. And then when the corn comes out, that's where I'm gonna put my brassicas, my broccoli and cauliflower and Brussels sprouts, and I'm going to direct seed them this year and see how that works. Because around here, once springtime's over, it's pretty impossible to get the brassica crops as starters. And I don't do too well starting things in the house. So I'm just going to direct seed them this year. Another experiment. a lot of the corn blew over, but I think that once this wind stops, it was very windy yesterday. We had 30 to 50 mile an hour gusts. And considering the corn isn't doing too bad, we'll stand it up when the wind stops and it'll take hold again and it'll be all right. It kind of does that every year. When it gets windy, it falls over and then it'll come back up. So that's it for this section of the garden. I have something else I want to show you. Okay, this is the compost pile. This is where we put everything when we clean out the barns and clean the rabbit cages and everything. And this is this year's side and last year's side. But the couple years before that are on this side. And these are all potatoes that we didn't have room for in the raised bed or in the big garden. And last year we did this. We just took all of our extra potatoes we didn't have room for and we just threw them on this side of the compost pile, and we got a lot of potatoes out of here. This is probably equivalent to, I would say, at least probably 70 feet of potatoes if you had them in a row. So it's going to be real interesting to see what we got out of here. I'm going to be weighing everything from all these different areas, so it'll be interesting to see what we get from all this. And then up there you can see that's the big garden up there. That's the potatoes and corn. And we have a solar fencer. It's been doing very well, except the other day I had a little baby bunny I saw out there and he ate a whole thing of peas. He pulled it right down and ate it. But that's okay. So that's today. I'm going to be weeding today. It's not too bad. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. Probably about 75 to 80 degrees with a little breeze. Perfect for weeding. So that's it. Just wanted to share my big garden with you and some other little things. So I hope everybody has a great productive day, and thank you for watching.